Okay, hey, welcome everybody. This is going to be a interesting topic today on email marketing. So if you're on Zoom with us or on Facebook, if you're a business owner and you do not need any more business, you do not need any additional customers or clients, then you can basically go watch something else. But if you do, this is going to be for you. Martin Pea is the IT guy back end running. Actually, he's running the crank to power our electricity. So I don't want to interrupt him too much. But we're presenting this webinar as part of a webinar series on social media marketing and marketing in general. Expert Media Matters is a digital marketing company that offers consultation on general marketing, business services, and social media marketing. And I'm going to be your host and presenter. I got to change that photo. It's old. I got to put a new one when I was just in Hollywood last year. But got to remember to do that. We have a interesting new PowerPoint theme and the new look and feel, and I kind of like it. I hope you guys do too. So we put this whole expert series webinars to help small business owners, entrepreneurs build, manage, and market online. And today's topic is email marketing makes your conversation personal. And I'm happy that you guys are attending. And remember the old AOL where you open your computer and there's a ding, you got mail. Remember that message? And I used to be happy that I got mail and people were emailing me. And now I'm kind of like, whoa, I'm getting barraged with all these emails for offers, for this, for that. So the use of email to promote your business, product, or service, that's what our topic is. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a business, product, or service, but let's say if you have a nonprofit organization or you have family that you want to spread the news about some photos or whatever, you can use the same method too. Now, what is email marketing? Well, the real definition is the use of email to promote your business, product, or service. That's basically, in a nutshell, what the definition is. Now, there's alternate definitions, but this is the main one that we're going to talk about today. So basically, many professionals say that email marketing is not a marketing strategy, but a digital marketing channel or marketing method or system. And it could be true. And so there's actually four main types of email marketing, or four types of marketing emails. And there's email newsletters, acquisition emails, retention emails, and promotional emails. Now let's talk about each one of these. So email newsletters are basically what it says. You create a newsletter and you email that newsletter out. And it could be, the content could be any number of things. It could be just information on what's happening. You could slide in a little promo about something, or if you want to make it more personable, add some more personable things, content to the email, such as maybe a photo of when you went traveling. Probably haven't traveled for a while, but something like that. Or if you saw a good movie or something like that. So don't only just talk about business. You may want to put some personal touch to it. So that's the newsletters. The acquisition email is basically emails you send out to trying to acquire clients and acquire new customers or new people to your business, regardless of what you're selling, whether it's a product or service, the action is the same. And when you acquire these people, you want to turn them into paying customers or paying clients. So the first step is to send email out with a notice to acquire them as your customer or client base. And then let's say you already have these people that have bought something from you or use your service. Okay, those are existing clients and customers, and you have hopefully a database building up. The next type of email is a retention email, where you're sending the email out to your client base with the objective of retaining them as a client, as a customer. And this is a way to do it so that they don't forget about you. If you don't keep in touch or communicate with the customer base that you have, then it's easy for them to forget about you and go shop somewhere else or do business elsewhere. So a retention, communication, and email is important. Now, the fourth type is a promotional email, where the email you're sending out is strictly for promotion. It's mainly a advertisement about your product or service, asking them to buy now, or you're running a special or something like that. So the four types are newsletters, acquisition, retention, and promotion. And there's also other different types of emails, but these are the main focus, the main four types. So as you're going through your business marketing program, I hope that email is on the list. And if it's not, how are you communicating with your clients? If they don't have email, then you would need to visit them in person or call them up on the phone. Okay, so be aware that where your client base is and what they use. If they're younger people, then they're all about email, text, and watching videos. If they're on the older side, a lot of elderly people don't have email. Okay, so then you have to communicate with them in a different way. So you may ask, how does it work? Well, you probably know basically how it works, but let's get into the nitty-gritty here. So you have an audience. Okay, who's your audience? And then what is your objective? What are you trying to do with your email? What is your desired outcome? So when you have those things in mind, then start writing. Just come up with some topics or bullet points. It'll be a draft, review it, revise it, send it out, and I say rinse and repeat. Okay, so that's basically what I'm saying is kind of easy, but to be specific, you have to identify your audience first, because let's say that you craft a nice email and then you email it out, but it's to the wrong audience, then nothing's going to happen, right? So you have to identify your target audience. Who's your potential customers and clients? And you start developing a list from that client base. It has to be targeted. You can't go and blanket and send thousands of emails out, not knowing who is going to get your email, right? It's kind of like if you put an ad on Facebook and you just specify demographics, anybody, and it goes out, and maybe 90% of the people that will see your post don't care about it because they're not interested in what product or service that you have. Okay, so that's kind of a waste of time and energy and money. So I like to say use the KLT factor. The KLT is know, like, and trust. Okay, and that's a lot better than BLT, which, as you know, is a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. So if your email marketing sucks, then you'd be telling everybody, let us pray for a better outcome. So that's basically how it works. So you got to identify your target audience, what your objectives are, why are you trying to send the email out? Okay, so ask yourself, who's your audience? Who are you going to send it out to? What is your objective? What is the desired outcome of this one email? And I'm only talking about one email here. And the same principle applies to email number 2, 3, 4. So when you kind of compose your marketing campaign, how are you going to, put this whole program together? Is your intention to send, one email per month? Or let's say you write a newsletter. Is your newsletter going out once a month? Is it going out quarterly? I hope you don't do it once a year. That's, way too long. Is it going to be weekly? I don't think you want to do it every day because people are going to get sick of the message. And even if your message is different, it's just, every day is just too frequent, then you lose people. Let's talk about the marketing campaign. You need to plan, you need to come up with topics, and you need a strategy. So, let's talk about a marketing session or a marketing strategy. Okay. It's sort of like a car which has different components such as a motor, wheels, brakes, and a gas tank. Email campaign has components as well. And let's talk about those components. There's actually 4 C's of email marketing, which is capture, confirm, comment, and convert. It's actually capture, confirm, connect, and convert. Okay, so capture is signing up. So let's say that you send an email out, or you have a newsletter, or you have a website, and it says subscribe to our newsletter, or subscribe for more information or something. That's the action of capturing that person. So they're basically signing up. When they sign up, that's called capturing the lead, or capturing a client, potential client, or customer. Okay. The next thing is confirm. You want your customer or clients to confirm that they're actually agreed to subscribe. So this is like, if you have a newsletter, it's called opting in. So the action of somebody going to your website and saying, yes, I want to get the newsletter, then you sending an email out saying, we're confirming that you want our newsletter, click here, and they click it. Okay, so once they click it, they're confirming that they want the information from you. They want to communicate with you, or they want to continue communicating with you. Okay, the next thing is connection. So connection is the action of providing information to that person that's interested. Either it's educational or useful information, rather than some kind of sales pitch. You want to be the expert rather than being like a salesperson. So for instance, if you're an artist, let's say, and you don't want to just say, hey, buy my painting. So you want to be able to say, I'm talking about what I painted, and this is the process. I actually drove to that area, set up my easel and all that, and started painting. And you may want to talk about how you thought the painting should look and all that. So you're not selling anything. You're basically giving information or telling a story. The more stories you can tell, the better. Stories are a lot better than hearing a sales pitch. Okay. And when you make it personable, better yet, because people want to hear stories. And we're brought up to hear stories. When we were small, your parents or your providers used to tell you stories, and you get interested, and that's how basically people grew up listening to stories. So human nature is always listening, wanting to hear stories. Why do you think there's so many people, millions and millions of people on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok? They all want to hear these stories. They want to see a video of what the person's doing. Okay. And it could be something lame as using Gorilla Glue on your hair, but people are interested in weird things. And unfortunately, it may be a waste of time, but use free things. Now, attraction, if you offer a free download, okay, a giveaway, or have a contest, people are interested in those kind of things. So that's how you can attract. So if you think, well, how am I going to get people interested in what I have to say? Well, what do you do? What do you do as a business, or what service do you provide, or what kind of products do you have that you're selling? Then you got to think of a hook on how you're going to get people interested to even want to communicate with you, want to get an email from you, want to get the next email, want to get put on your email list. Okay, so that's creating excitement. If you're not creating excitement and it's blasé and you have no interest, then the people aren't going to have any interest in what you have to offer, right? And if they're not interested in you, then they're not going to sign up. And then you're going to have an email database of 2 people rather than 20 or 200. Okay, so you have to use it. If you heard of the term lead magnet before, basically what that is attracting, like a magnet, attracting leads for your business. So how do you do that? You give away free stuff, coupons, helpful or newsworthy information. And then once the people get to know you, then you can kind of share, other things and make it more personable. So that's just a guideline. I'll give you a specific example. I have a construction management company, and what we do is our company goes to large buildings, and it could be a condo building, apartment building, shopping center, hotel, and we go in and we help fix things up in the building, like roofing, concrete work, asphalt, parking, electrical, plumbing, painting, waterproofing, all those things in a building. That's what we do. Okay, so my example is that my company started a newsletter in 2012. I had other companies that started before that with different newsletters, but so in 2012, how did I get names to email the newsletter out to? What I did was I attended trade shows and I talked to people. I did my networking. I collected business cards and I asked them, hey, you want to be on our mailing list? We, provide information about building and construction stuff. And they said, oh yeah, sure. That's fine. So I get the permission. And then better yet, when there's a trade show, like a building expo, and I have a booth there, I have a drawing, like, win a free gift basket, win $100 gift certificate to this restaurant. and people fill in their information and they enter, and I tell them, I'm gonna put your name and email address in our database. You can get a free newsletter, and I actually have samples of newsletters that they can look at and all that. And you know, most of the people, I would say 95% of the people say, yes, I want the information, because here's the key. You have to have a way for them to opt out. If they're tired of getting your newsletter, if they don't like it, if they switch companies and they're not into construction or property management, they have no need. You need to have them have a way for them to opt out, right? Otherwise they get stuck and they keep getting your emails and they have to call and yell at you and say, take me off your list, you idiot. But that's actually a requirement when you're doing email marketing. Okay, so what I did was I collected all these business cards, and I had, like, initially what I did was I put my friends and family on my email list. Okay, and because I didn't have people, and then I started building my list, and then one by one they go, hey, I know I'm going to opt out or whatever, because they're not interested. And you know, that's fine. I don't take it personal. So over the years, I developed the list, and you know, I have to comb through it, and people opt out. You get new ones, and I think I have a list now of 1,800 emails on my list, email addresses. So I send out a newsletter, and I give information on what's happening with my company, what I inspected, and I put personal stories. Sometimes I put travel photos or problems I see in my inspections. I have a draft of a newsletter coming out, and there's a story in there about how I went to New York and San Francisco and inspected some of the buildings there. And then I actually got this award in Hollywood because I was an executive producer for a movie. That's going to go in the newsletter. So stuff like that people are interested in. Now, because of the job I do, I just need one client to do a contract with, and you know, then there's income coming. So the email marketing actually works. Now, you don't only do email marketing though. I do email marketing, social media posting, networking, speaking engagements, and all that. So all these different things combined together makes for a stronger marketing program. You can't just do one. Now, if you only take email marketing and you're successful and you don't have to do anything else, then good, right? I don't know too many people who just use social media without using email marketing and networking and are, you know, successful at that. Some are, but I think to be well-rounded, I think you should try different things. Okay, what else do we have? There was supposed to be some text on this thing. I don't know what happened, but anyway, so get the word out through email. Here we go. So copy what the media does. Don't beg, but borrow and steal. So this is what I do. If I see a good copy, and copy is like a headline. If you're reading the news and there's a headline, or there's a social media post, and you like the wording and all that, I just borrow it, right? So that's why I say borrow and steal. I go, hey, that's a good idea. It's catchy. I'm going to use that phrase, and I'm going to, you know, make it my own, and then do an email, you know, with that subject line or title. So use what the media does, because everybody, I mean, national media, that's what's happening. They got good headlines, and you know, use those to your advantage. So moving along, sharing EMM Lucky 7 tips on email marketing. EMM is Expert Media Matters. If you're um, asking yourself, what does that mean? Okay, so include a link to your website landing page. If you do not have a website and you're in business, then that's one thing that you have to have. Many thought leaders that I've talked to say, and they promote this, they said, if you don't have a website, then you're not going to have a business, because the website is like your electronic brochure. And a landing page is basically the first page. When somebody goes to your website, that's the first thing they see. That's called a landing page, or people call it a splash page, or some other term for it. But in your email, when you send your email out, you want to have a link in your email to your website. Okay, so that if the people forgot about you, or they want to know information, they can click the link and they can go to your website. If you don't have the website link on your email, then you're basically not doing the entire job that you're supposed to be doing. You want to put that just the same as putting the links to your social media on your email also. Okay, because some people, they might not want to go to your website page, but they go, oh, I wonder what this person has on their Facebook page, and they click the link and they're not interested in anything else. Okay. The next thing is you want to encourage readers to respond. So if you just send an email out saying, blah, 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 I'm doing this, here's what I have, I can provide this, or I have this product, and there's no call to action, or there's nothing exciting, then you're not encouraging your readers to even be part of the conversation. It's only one-sided. If you make things exciting, then they want to click something. They want to pick up the phone and call you, or text you, or click on your social media posts, or click on your website link and learn more about you and your company. Okay. The next thing is, remember to personalize. Just don't talk business, business, business. Make it more personable. And what I do, and believe it or not, people enjoy travel photos. People enjoy photos of food, like when they travel. Hey, I went to this restaurant here, look at this. But don't overdo it, because if you keep posting food photos, it's taken away from what you're trying to promote, unless you're a restaurant, of course, or you're a food service provider or something like that. So travel photos are good. Something personable. Some people may not know what you do, as a hobby. So if you put something out there, they go, oh, I didn't know you played guitar. I thought you're an engineer, something like that. So kind of think about when you talk to people, and how are people interested in you? They're interested in you because they maybe want to know more about you, and maybe there's a connection there. Okay. Make sure your emails shine. It's not dull. I know people are putting photos on their email. I've seen people put videos on their email too. So if you put a video on your email, make it short, make it like 30 seconds. Don't make 5 minutes, and no one's going to want to watch it, because they barely have time to read your email, let alone watch a 5-minute video. Okay. The other thing is, include links to your social media profiles. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, you might want to put the links there, because that could be a connection. If somebody does not want to go to your website, but they're always on Facebook or always on Instagram, the first thing they're going to do maybe is click on your Instagram icon and see what you're putting up on Instagram, okay, or Facebook. The other thing is, this is important, send a test email to yourself first. Why do you do that? You do that because if you're in a rush, or you're not proofreading, and you actually send an email out without reviewing it, you may have some misspelled words. You may have, wrote a sentence that's incomplete, or things like that that don't make you look professional. And so you want to be sure you send the test email first, or at least when you're done, review it, look at it, and read it aloud to yourself to see if it makes sense. Okay, or maybe have somebody else take a look at it. Say, hey, take a look at this email, and does it make sense? Do you have any ideas for revisions or corrections and that kind of thing? The last thing you want to do is keep track of your results. In other words, if you send emails out and you don't get anything back, well, what's your results? Your results were that this thing didn't work, right? If you get a couple email back or calls or interested, then hey, something's clicking, something's working. And then see how you can change things to make it even better. Okay? If you have any questions on what to do, just reach out to us. Let me see what else I have here. Okay, so that's basically the end of the formal presentation. What you missed? Well, we gave a whole bunch of webinars last year on social media marketing. And if you go to our website, askmarketingexperts.now.site, then you can watch the replays of the videos, and there's takeaways, handouts, and things like that. We did webinars on branding, celebrity expert. We didn't do one on email marketing. This is the first one. Social media posting, e-commerce sites, whole bunch of other ones. So if you go and take a look at our website, there's a list there. And then also what's coming up is we got about 10 more webinars this month on marketing, social media marketing, how to give away free stuff, and press releases, how to write a book and make money, and not from selling the book, but using it as promotion. So sign up for our next webinar coming up. We also offer free monthly leads for you. This is free. All you got to do is go to our website, ultimatefreeleads.now.site. You sign up and you get 10 free leads a month. You get to target your leads. So when you sign up, you're allowed to actually type in specific information, like who and what kind of leads you want from what kind of clients or customers. So it's free. There's no credit card needed or anything. Okay, and then also we're also giving away a free digital business card, and then free business marketing books here that Martin and I wrote. One is Promote Your Small Business Online Today to Survive. And the other one is the Ultimate Small Business Game Changer, Promote Your Business for $47 a month. Both of these are on Amazon. If you want to buy it, that's fine. If you don't, you want to get it free, go to our website, askmarketingexperts.now.site, publications, and you can download the 2 books for free. So see how nice we are? We like to give away free stuff. Let me see. So basically, I'm going to open it up to question and answers now. If anybody on Zoom or on Facebook has specific questions or comments and you need ideas, go ahead and post it on Facebook, and hopefully we'll be able to answer it for you. So I want to thank you again for attending, and gonna have Martin go read questions that came in on our Zoom platform, or if anybody had emailed questions ahead of time. So Martin, are you there?
I am, Lance. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. Good job. Very, very informative as usual. Yeah. So we do have a few questions. So let me hit the first one for you. It says, oh, it's a comment too and a compliment. I enjoyed your seminar and it had a lot of good information on email marketing. My question has to do with starting from scratch. I mean, how do I create an email list so I have people to actually email? Right now, I don't even have a list.
Oh, poor person. There's no list. Do what I did. I just made my own list with family and friends, people who I thought, they're not gonna want to get this information, but at least I started a list and one by one they opted out. But um, if you're on social media, what you do is keep posting and um, you know, getting people interested and develop the list. So social media, you go and do networking. I don't know what business or service you provide, but if you have your existing clientele, that's a list already. So let's say that you have a business and you have 10 customers already or 10 clients. There you go. You have 10 names now, emails that can go on your database, and whenever you send an email out, you're sending to these 10 people. And then over time, you're gonna, have 20, and then you get to the point where 200. And when you get 500, 1,000 and more, that's a pretty good list. And I know some businesses, they have thousands and thousands of people. And not everybody is going to be interested in the topics that you have at that certain time. Some people may be interested, but they don't even have time to read the email. So it's just basically a numbers game at that point. So let me stop the share screen right now. Okay, so that's how you create the list. So if you don't have a list, just make a list of family and friends first, and then slowly broaden it to other interested people.
Good answer, Lance. Thank you so much. The next one that we got here is my question pertains to an email list. So people are interested in those lists. Yeah, important. Do you use Excel or some other database software program? How do I send one email out to all those on my list at the same time?
Okay. You could use any database that you can store email names and addresses. I use Excel. There's actually Access. There's Google Sheets, and some other software database that stores that information. And so when you have, let's say you have a list of 20 names and emails, when you send your email out to all these people, that's called an email blast. And I use Constant Contact. There's other companies that do the same thing. So the company I use has a template already, or templates that you can actually go on their platform and design your newsletter. And what they do is you take your database and merge it in with their platform, so that when you're ready to send your email out or your newsletter, you just push one button and there it goes. So for what I do is in my database, I have 1,800 email addresses. So when we create our newsletter and we proofread it and it looks good, one click of a button and everybody, you send 1,800 emails all at the same time. Now that sure saves a lot of time sending individual emails out, especially when you have a huge database of thousands. So that's what you do, and then in your own database you get new people, and when people opt out, it's automatic. You know, I get the information of people that opted out, and then when you input, so the idea is you input more new emails than people who opt out. Because if it's the other way around, eventually over time, by attrition and people opting out, you're going to end up with you know, only 100 when you first started off with 2,000 maybe. So it's kind of a interesting concept, but you always got to be marketing it. That's how, when you meet people, I just ask them, hey, you want to get my newsletter? And a lot of times they'd say yes, or, oh, what it's a, you know, what is it about it? How many times you going to send it? Because I don't have time to be reading an email every month. And I go, oh no, I send it out quarterly. So you kind of let them choose and give them the option that if you don't like it or you don't have time, you can always opt out or save it. Save the newsletter to read later on when you do have time. So you want to make your newsletter or your emails exciting enough so people just don't delete it. Oh, it's him again. Click delete and never read it. Okay. So hopefully that answers that question.
Yeah, sounds good, Lance. The next one, we have a couple more here, is I'm afraid to send marketing emails out because I do not want people to accuse me of spamming. Do you know what the spam rules are?
Okay, interesting. There's actually a act that was passed by the federal government called the CAN-SPAM Act. And when I first heard that, I thought, oh, I thought it was a joke. Well, what is this? Am I gonna be able to make spam musubi from this information? But the act was a Consumer Protection Act because people were getting all these emails that were considered spam, and they didn't want it. So there's certain rules that you have to follow. One of them is your header information, like your sender. It has to be real. It can't be fake, right? And also your subject line, it cannot be deceptive. So if you're sending an email out and the subject line is free this, but then you're not really giving away something free, then that's kind of deceptive practice, right? Also, if you come up with a fake name or fake email, you know, and it's not your real one, then that's not good too. You know, that's almost like spamming the person because they don't know who's sending the email out. Also, you need to use your real address and your real contact information. In other words, your real name, company name, your address, and how is the person supposed to contact you. And you can't use fake numbers and all that because people find out. And then also you have to give the opt-out feature. So if they don't want to receive your emails anymore, your newsletter, they can click and opt out. Okay, and the opt-out feature can't be they click it to opt out. And this happened to me several times. I click to opt out, and then all of a sudden I go, there's another screen that pops up and says, you know, before you opt out, you know, we're giving away a discount for this or whatever. I mean, it's almost like you can't even opt out. And some emails don't even have the opt-out feature, which is kind of against the law anyway. I keep looking, and there's nothing. Then I have to call them or email them and say, take me off your list, you know. There's a difference in commercial content too. If it's business to business, there's actually a term, transactional or relationship content. So in other words, if a bill collector is emailing you, you can't opt out or complain about them because they're you know, trying to collect from you. So if you're if you're working with an existing client or customer already, you're entitled to email them because it's considered business or transactional purposes. But the purpose of the CAN-SPAM Act is to make sure that people don't do business with you, they never did, and you're now emailing them, constantly emailing them, hey, how about your car warranty, we'll give you a good deal, and you keep doing that. You never did business with that company before, but they're harassing you. So that's the purpose of that act. So you don't need to be concerned with your emails acting as spam if that's not your intention, and you allow people to opt out. So I wouldn't be too overly concerned with that. I've spammed people, or people have told me, hey, you keep sending me these emails and you're spamming me. I go, well, you don't, delete it or opt out, right? That's your prerogative. And they tell me, well, take me off the list. So then I got to go to the provider and give them the email address and say, remove this, or do it on my own. It's a lot easier for the person to opt out when you have thousands of people on your email than for you to go in and take their email address out. So don't worry too much about, and then it depends on your intention too. If your intention is to harass them or spam them, then that's what they're going to feel, right? So, I mean, you got to be friendly about it and stuff. So hopefully that is a good answer. And if you need more information on that topic, let us know, or you can actually research, just go on Google and put the CAN-SPAM Act, and then you see what pops up.
That was a good answer, Lance. Thank you so much. The last one we have here so far, I don't see any others coming in, is your strategy session example was good. Compliments. You're getting compliments as well as questions. Very good.
Oh yeah, we like that.
What would you personally tell me to do in my specific situation? This is a personal question. They personalized this one, yeah. I'm a professional musician with no gigs due to the pandemic. I do not have anything to email my followers about. Are you able to help me here?
So what was the last
Yes. I am a professional musician with no gigs due to the pandemic. I do not have anything to email my followers about. Are you able to help me out here?
Okay, so this is a specific example of hold on, let me try something here. I'm gonna see if this works. I'm not.
What you doing?
Do you see my screen?
Not yet. I think you got to share screen, yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Just got to share screen. I think
PowerPoint. Sorry, I typed the wrong. This is a problem when you have too many websites. I typed the wrong name in.
Oh.
I'm waiting for it to download now. Okay, it didn't work, so let me try again.
Got them going.
Let me try and share screen this thing. Do you see anything?
I see your Lance Loop music.
Okay, so this is an answer to the question. This person that asked the question is a musician, but they don't know, they don't have any gigs, and they don't have anything to email their followers. So here's an example. I don't know if you know, but I'm a musician too. This is my music website. So I created this website, and I also I recorded a CD, and I actually have the music, the links to the songs here, as you can see. So what I did is I created the website. Hopefully you have your own website. If you don't, you need to create one. And then now you have something to email your followers, okay? And then also, if you have recorded music, put it on your website for people to listen to. If you don't have recorded music, go record something. Video is even better than just the audio, and have it on your website, or just email the song to your followers. So there's different things you can do. Like here's a good example. Okay, I can email the website to my database. Let's say you have a list of 50 people. I email the website to the people, say, hey, I'm available to do gigs. By the way, I'm also in a group here, and our group can do gigs too. Contact us. Also, I did recording. I have a CD out. You can actually buy my CD, or if you don't, I'm all about giving free stuff. So listen to those songs. Click on the link. Listen to the songs. Download it. You don't have to, pay me any royalties or anything. We're giving it away free. And then what else do we have here? And then, do you need live music? And then put your name and email and phone number. And another idea is I can actually, I got 12 songs here. So I'm never going to run out of content, because I can click on one song here and email that one song to my group, and then every month take a different song and email that. That's something new, right? So that's the way you can do it. And if you record yourself playing songs, then email that out too. It's the same way as social media. So let's say you record yourself playing a song. You send that video clip, either email or both, email and put it on social media, saying, here, this is me, John Doe, the musician. I'm playing XYZ song. I hope you like it, enjoy it, and then put it out there. And so that's a way that you can actually promote yourself. So I know during the pandemic, gigs were very hard to come by, and just create a website. If you need a website created for you, contact us, and we can help you with that. So it's all about building a website. If you have a website, then social media posts and emails. So let me stop share. So that's what you can do. So create a website, have your website, market the website, email the website, make sure that it's updated if there's any changes. But I mean, basically, if you take one song a month and email that one song to people, or better yet, once you get a gig, record it and then have clips of each song, or do a medley of maybe 30 seconds of one song, put it together, and that way you keep marketing. People need to know who you are and know what kind of music, and if it's compatible, then they're likely to call you up and say, hey, we're interested, we like your kind of music, how much do you charge to play at this party or this event? Same thing. Doesn't matter what kind of artist you are. If you're not a musician, but you're a painter, sculpture, or you make pottery or arts and crafts, same thing. The principle is the same. Marketing is the same. You just have a different audience, right? And I've advised people who are vendors at farmers markets to how to promote, because they're only used to going on the certain days and times to the venue, the location, setting up their table and putting produce and vegetables out there. That's all they know, right? And I've told them what to do. You got to set up a Facebook account, and through social media, let people know that you're going to be at this location on this day at this time, and come by. We're going to have freshly harvested papayas and lemongrass and all that. So there's a way to do it. And if you need more ideas, just reach back out to us, and we're always here to help. We want to help small business owners get ahead, especially now in this pandemic. Seems like it's getting better, but it's still out there. So Martin, we have any other questions or comments on Zoom or Facebook or anything?
No, Lance, nothing else has come in, so I think that's probably a wrap for today. But good answers on all your questions. Good to see your musician's website. Looks good.
Yeah, I gotta be playing more music instead of giving 100 webinars, but it's all fun. So once again, thank you everybody for attending on Zoom and Facebook Live. We're happy. Keep watching, keep in touch with us. Sign up for your free leads. Also, sign up for the next upcoming webinar. I forget what the topic is for next month. Do you remember? I don't know.
I do. I'm just checking on it now. It's called March 24th, Business Survival, Right People and Strong Communications.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I think we all need that. Business survival. There's a lot of businesses that are suffering now, and it's almost like, slowly sinking underwater. But okay, so once again, thank you for attending, and hope to see you at the next webinar on Facebook or somewhere. All right, aloha.